I turned an Altoids tin into a wallet, and it's actually cute, but I needed it to carry more than just money. So I turned it into something I actually use, but this one ended up being the most useful, and this one was just fun. First up is the one I actually use every day, my essentials wallet, with a side of cat hair. This is where I keep things like chapstick, allergy meds, and emergency earrings, if those are such a thing. I'm going for a whimsical, shabby chic look and trying to use up things I already own on this one, such as this lace. I think it'll look super cute around the edges of the tin. But first, I started by adding pearls around the edge, because I know it would be a lot harder to do this after the lace. Now let's glue that lace on. Wow, I'm already obsessed. Now to the junk part. I feel like every artist secretly hoards charms, but this is exactly why. That's not just me, right? I just play around with placement until it feels right. I didn't realize the mini brands kit we got for my young daughter had resin in it, so it's mine now. It looks just a bit empty still, so I got out my rhinestone collection and just start popping them on randomly wherever there was space to do so. Also, the big rhinestones weren't enough sparkle for me, so let's go crazy with some little ones. I'll just put my Altoid wallet in this very adorable mini fridge overnight to let it take a nice long UV nap. And now it's so solid, those charms are not going anywhere. The outside is so cute, but now time to decorate the inside and make it useful. And while I do that, I'll address the cast. So yeah, what happened was nothing major. I just had a cyst that was like painful on my index finger, and it was just causing me a lot of pain. But I did not realize that recovery would be like this. But yeah, I'm okay. I'll get the cast off in a few days, so I'm good. Now let's actually use it. What would you keep in something like this? I'm curious what your must-haves are. Next, I made a tiny Uno game you can take anywhere. The cards fit perfectly inside the tin, and honestly, I kinda love it already. I started with a black base coat to make the colors pop, and obviously added rhinestones because I can't help myself when adding sparkle. Then I made custom inserts using colored paper to match that classic Uno look. See? It's basically the easiest puzzle ever. Then I sealed it so it wouldn't fall apart. I trimmed down the card box flap. Also, shout out to these Dollar Tree cards for being colorblind accessible. Then I freehanded an Uno design on top. Slightly wonky, but it works. And now you've got a full Uno game that fits in your pocket. But this last one might actually be the most practical. I turned this into a tiny case for my microphone setup. And honestly, I needed this. It comes with way too many little pieces and I was constantly losing them. What do you own that's small and kind of a pain to keep up with? This one took a little trial and error, but I ended up using an elastic to hold everything in place, so stick with me. I tried to make holes the easy way. That did not go well, so time to bring out the drill. Yes, that worked. Now everything stays perfectly in place. I even saved the instructions inside because I know I'll forget how it works. And of course, we have to make it cute. I thought using Posca on foam clay was a good idea. It was not. Using a gentler touch, I drew out the YouTube logo because it just felt right, but you could do anything here. This close-up shows way too many lumps and bumps, but hey, don't we all have them? After closing it, I could barely open it again, and it's not just my grip strength. That paint was way too thick. But hey, now it actually works, and everything finally has a place.